Hey guys, I am back with a new video, and today I'm going to just be talking about my transition and why my transition is complete. It's done. It's finished. Kaput. And keep in mind that this is only my experiences and my transition personally as a trans masculine person. I do not speak for all trans people. I do not speak for all trans mass people, and I definitely do not speak for all trans mass people of color, specifically black people. So let's get to the video. So basically, I feel that my transition is done, it's completed, it's finished because of 4 main factors. The first factor is that I'm on hormones. I realize that being on hormones is a privilege that many people may not have the luxury of affording, or many people that don't want to be on hormones, and that's okay too. Your transition is your transition. For me, being on hormones was a stepping stone to my transition. First, because it was the easiest thing for me to achieve at such a young age. I started hormones at 17 years old, going on to 18 a year later. So that was a very big help. And I was still growing into my body and growing into myself, personality-wise, and what I wanted and what I didn't like as a person, what I wanted for my transition, what I didn't want. The second part is that I had top surgery the year after. So when I turned 18, and then that following summer, I turned 19 and had top surgery, which was really great because, again, that was another staple for my transition personally, because top surgery meant I didn't have to bind anymore. I didn't have to slouch over all the time when walking or talking to meet people or meeting new people. And 3, I could finally swim. I loved swimming since I was a kid. I liked being in the water. I liked just being surrounded by, like, flowy, wet water, basically. I liked the sensation of water on my skin. And I couldn't do that because of top surgery. I mean, I could because of my chest correction. I could do that still prior to top surgery, but it wasn't be the same effect without having to wear a binder and then getting stuck in the binder and then having to let it dry and all the other mechanics that I did not want to get into. So yeah, and then finally, the last 2 points is that 1, I have my name and gender marker change, which can be a big part for a lot of trans people. Not every trans person wants to or feels a need to do that, but some do. Being that I am trans masculine and I identify within the binary spectrum, and I say identify within the binary spectrum loosely because I don't know if I identify the binary trans masculine person anymore, but that's for another video. So yeah, but basically I identify as masculine, identify as a male, identify as a guy, whatever the case is. So getting my gender marker change was a big stepping stone because legally now, 1, I get paid a bit more, which is sad due to sexism and classism. But also the fact that now legally my documents say male and they say the correct name, which is great. It was a very smooth process, thankfully, filling it out and getting it approved through the courts and just getting it changed on like other documents like my social or my school records. It was just a really weird process and hassle, so I didn't like that. But thankfully everything went through and I had no issues. I haven't had any issues since I've changed my documents. So that's good. I pretty much am just a guy. I'm a male in the eyes of people most of the time, depending on where I am in like the city and the environment and how people perceive gender in the area. I say I am cis assume. I don't say I pass. I rather say I'm cis assumed or perceived as cisgendered about 90% of the time. The other 10% is either people who knew me before I came out, or they just generalized gender as like, well, you could be a masculine woman and not have it and like have a deep voice and things like that. But I would say most of the time I pass. I am cis assumed 90% of the time, which is well, it helps at my job because I don't really feel like coming out all the time. I don't feel like I need to come out to every single person I meet, nor that I should have to be out to every single person I meet. However, this is different in cases of, say, close friendships, and we may be doing things like, I don't know, going swimming, and they have to see my chest because I have scars that are predominant and you can see my scars, so you would know that I have some type of surgery on my body in that area. Or 2, if I'm involved with someone sexually, which is very rare encounter at this point because I realize that I'm also demisexual and pan-romantic, but again, that's for another video. Basically, yeah, so I don't really feel any need to be out or to out myself. Also, don't fucking out trans people, because that's not your business and that's not your place to do so. So yeah, don't be an asshole. But yeah, I just feel that my transition is complete. I feel that I don't really need any other surgeries or affirmation surgeries because I thought about getting a hysterectomy and bottom surgery, but in my personal opinion, the more I think about my body in terms of gender, how it would look ideally, I have a penis that I could detach and reattach like Mr. Potato Head type of ordeal, or Kendall, some type of attaching and detach, which is why I wouldn't want to have a surgery where it's permanent. I don't mind permanent things like tattoos or having constant money in my account, like those type of permanent things, but I don't want a permanent penis, if that makes sense for me. So yeah. I also would want to have kids one day with my genetics, so that means I have to keep my eggs. I could freeze them, but that's money, and I don't have that type of money. So yeah, but basically I feel my transition is done. I'm content, I'm happy. I'm still figuring out some other things, essential crisis wise, with the pandemic and everything else, but I'm happy, I'm content. So I just wanted to update you all on that. And if you like this video, click the like button and don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to see more content like this, just comment down below or hit up my Instagram, which I will link below in the description. So yeah, I will see you guys next time.